What's up, everybody? This is Joe from Support and Resistance Trading. Wanted to make another video for you today. I promised that I would bring to you my strategies this week, so I'm going to add to you my third strategy. If you're not familiar, please check back. I made a previous strategy, which is my favorite one, which is called the VWAP. The second one, it's not now; they're not in order after this, but the second one is the double bottom, and the third one of the five is the double top. Okay, now. The problem with the double top is just like with the double bottom is you have to figure out where the double top is going to form. And a lot of the time the double top kind of forms later in the day, and sometimes it can obviously form at open. So I want to talk about the two options where it happened. I got Netflix up here right now, and you can see Netflix formed a perfect double top this morning into the 381.87 area. All right. And what was kind of nice about that, what I liked about this one in terms of the actual double top that it formed and what resistance, people say, where do you see actual resistance here? Okay, so the nice part about this is the 4 o'clock usually, where is it? They don't have one, so there's no 4. But usually when there's a 4 o'clock opening candle, I like to put a line. So the earliest we have is this 5 o'clock opening. That was the first sale of the day. Then we have 5:20, and this was the previous day. So 5 o'clock opening candle, right? Or yesterday's high in terms of the high of the closing of the pre-market. If we put this one in right here, okay, you can see roughly that was an obvious point where the stock double top. Now, I'm not a big fan of double tops at an open because sometimes this could just be a bounce down to support and then it breaks out. So this normally wouldn't be the type of double top that I would play, but this is a double top you can actually play. And how would you play this? Well, if you're playing it's going to fail, you literally buy it as close on the second tap as possible here, risking the breakout. Now the problem is when this thing is going to crack and break out, it's going to jump. So that's why I really don't like this in terms of the morning. Now AMD did the same exact thing yesterday. Okay, so if we go back, AMD did the exact same thing yesterday. Spiked up, double topped, came back, and double topped. Now, why do I like this one better? First of all, AMD's moves slower, so when it does, if it is going to crack through this, it's not going to kill you as much. And it did this over 1, 2, 3, like 6 minutes. Then we came down, then we came back up. There's another like 10 minutes in here, and then we retested. So like this wasn't in the first 4 minutes or 5 minutes of the day. This took all the way until almost 9:45 before we cracked down. And you would do the exact same thing. You'd risk as your stop right above here, and you can see what was nice about this one, how I like this one more than the Netflix, is we have that $50. Okay, that's psychological, mental, and I guarantee if you go back on the charts, you could probably see there's probably some sort of real support here somewhere along the line. If we go back, maybe 28, 50. 29 is better number, but there's not really that much actually. Oh yeah, right here, boom, 28.50. Look at that, top of this candle right here on the daily. Now again, you could always find that support. It's not the greatest in terms of resistance or support, but it is there. I mean, it is there. Clearly hit that in the past, and it's had issues getting through that. 29 is probably the better one in terms of these little candles, but close enough, right? So that's one of the double tops you can play. I'm not a big fan, again, of the double top as the market just bangs out and opens up. I like the double top a little bit later in the day. So let's see if we can find one. I'm just going to wing this and see. Normally every stock will put a double top in sometime during the day. Let's pick a popular one. Let's see what Netflix did today on its chart. Oh, that's the open one I talked about. Let's see if I put one in yesterday. Don't really see one. Kind of a double top. Not really great. Let's see if Boeing did one. There we go. Boeing did one. Boeing did a couple. Now, Boeing was really choppy, but I guess you could say this was a double top. Spiked back up, spiked in, and then collapsed down. All right. The problem is finding exactly where that double top exists. All right. And it's an actual true double top is the key to finding the double top that's going to provide the most amount of profit for you guys. You don't want to just short every single thing that looks like a double top because the stock may just break out. So let me try going back a little bit further here, and maybe we can find 1 minute. Let's go back 10 days, see if we can go back that far. Let's look at something, like I said, popular. Why does it keep deleting my things? But we'll look at Netflix. And Apple will go through. So we got Netflix. See if we find any. Not really great on any on Netflix. Nothing that I would consider to be a really solid double top. Okay, here's Apple. Okay, this one's not bad. Okay, this one's not bad. Alright, kind of choppy. It's not like a beautiful double top. Okay, the nice part is usually the better double tops, okay guys, the better double tops happen later in the day. Why? Is because when that stock goes to retest a previous breakout, it's usually weak due to volume, okay, and due to people having interest at that time of the day. People are going to lunch. You know how about 11:30-ish to 12 to 2 o'clock is this issue where the stocks just are flat and they kind of just either sell off or whatever. So those are the best times to enter the double tops. In the morning, you usually get the double bottoms because the stock is going to find support and then it's going to run up. Or after the stock fades off for a while, it will kind of find a double bottom and then run up. Okay, those are a little slower. Double tops also happen a lot later in the day, the proper ones, and you can catch a lot of the move with very little risk. I mean, your stop would just be just above this, and when this is going to break out at 11:30, it ain't going to break out with a lot of momentum. It's not going to jump $1 on you and really hurt you. You can have very, very little risk. We also want to be careful as with double tops. You want to give them ever so slightly bit of room. You don't want to, watch this and be like, oh, any penny over this part is the actual sell. You want to see the candle close above it and then hold that the next candle. Okay, so like if you saw a candle form up here and then another one above it, okay, then we know we're not going to collapse down. We're obviously strong and we're going to continue to break through. You also want to watch your volume, right? You also want to watch your volume. You can see how the volume on this second, this is really not the greatest double top, but the second one, like as it tried to break through, was weak. Like, this is weak. Yes, we got this first spike in, which got stuffed down, and then we also got another stuffing candle. And you can see we're making a downward trend. What also you want to see is that after we make the double top, okay, we make a double top, and afterwards we make a lower high. All right. If we make a proper lower high, usually we're going to continue down. Now you can't guarantee this, as I was just trying to play a double top on NVIDIA just now, okay, a couple minutes ago. As you can see here, we were forming a massive double top, and when it really looks good is on the 5-minute. And this is what I'm talking about, how this doesn't always work out, guys, okay? So here was the spike. We came down, and we're trying to put in another one here, and we started to fade. I took a short in here. I can even show you. Let's see. I put a 130 put, okay? I took a put at 2 o'clock, 2:19 today. So somewhere in here, 2:19, boom. Risking the highs. Literally risking the highs. Stock came down. I was hoping I was going to add below 192 and we were going to collapse down. But it didn't. It went against me. Lost a few dollars. Big deal. But you can also see double tops on bigger time frames. Okay? You can also see double tops on bigger time frames. So this is one of the strategies I like to play. It's not my favorite. It's not a go-to. I like the VWAP tap and I really like the double bottom. Alright? So I will continue to give you the strategies, guys, as we move on throughout the day this week. And thanks, everybody.